In this lesson, we are solving algebraic equations using inspection. Remember what it means to solve an equation. It means we've got the output numbers, look at our function machine, but we need to find the input numbers. So this is Draco Snoot's best friend. Thanks for helping. May I ask how old you are? 5 years ago, I was half the age of what I will be in 8 years' time. How old am I? Oh, brilliant question. So shall we try solving this problem? Let us revise. What is the difference between expressions and equations? Expressions have no equal signs, and we simplify expressions. So if there are equal signs, they are on the left-hand side, and they just showed a simplified version of the expression. While equations happens when we've got an expression equal to another expression. In other words, there's a relationship between the two expressions, and the left-hand side must be equal to the right-hand side. So we have to find the value for the unknown, in this case x. So we solve equations to find the value of x. So if we look at this equation, and this is now the math equation, how do we know what x is? Is there a way to find x quickly? We can guess it's x, it's 10. I mean, Draco looks like 10. So can it be 10? So shall we search for the answer by trying all kinds of answers? Well, 10 does not work, but let's try 18. So if we use substitution and we substitute 18 for x, we'll see on the left-hand side we've got 13, and on the right-hand side we've got 13. So the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So this is an equation that we solved. The answer is not 13. It's not about the 13. It's about the fact that the left is equal to the right. In other words, we have found the value of x so that the left side is equal to the right side. So if we solve the equation, we find the value of x. So here are two equations. Equations can also be equivalent if they have the same solution. What does this mean? Let x be 1. We can try other solutions, but I don't know if that's going to work. If we substitute 1 for x in the first equation, then the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Check it out. 5 times 1 plus 3 is 8, and 9 minus 1 is 8. So the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. In our second equation, if we substitute 1 for x, then 5 is equal to 5. So do you see? It's not 8, but it's not about the 5 or the 8. It's about the fact that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side when x is 1 in both equations. And therefore, these two equations are equivalent. They've got the same solution. They've got the same value for x. Okay, so let's go back to our age problem. If Draco is x, then 5 years ago, he was x minus 5. In 8 years' time, he will be x plus 8. So 5 years ago, he was half of what he will be in 8 years' time. So that whole sentence is now being described in an equation. Now we can solve this by finding the value of x, and we already know it's 18. Let's just check. 18 minus 5 is 13 on the left-hand side, and a half of 26 is 13. So Draco is 18. Yes, I agree. I also don't have time to guess and check the whole day. There must be easier methods to solve equations and to find the value of x besides inspection. Why do we have to solve equations? So that we can solve our life problems, and we've got many life problems. Happy learning!